After a long time of struggling, Disney finally has its Prince Ali for its new live-action Aladdin film from Guy Ritchie. So last week we may have seen that the news was out that Disney was having trouble casting Aladdin because they wanted someone of Middle Eastern or Egyptian descent to play him, which was the right choice. And eventually they did cast someone. I have a friend who posted the casting announcement, and people kept sending them her auditions, and she was just like, I'm not the audition casting director, and they're still sending to her like, I'm mad that you didn't cast someone who looks exactly like Aladdin because I do, so I feel I should carry a whole film on my shoulders. But we do have someone, his name is Mena Massoud. He's an Egyptian-Canadian actor who has a few TV credits, actually quite a few TV credits though. No major films as of yet, a lot of short films. I think it's probably a good idea that they cast someone who was not really well known because.
Interesting, why? Because I feel like in terms of commercial interests, it would make a little bit more sense to have somebody that has a big name, right? To draw in an audience.
I mean, if you think about it, there aren't a ton of really well-known Middle Eastern descent actors. At least in the US, that we are very aware of. So I like that we're bringing more people to the forefront in these, these big roles and getting more diversity in the household names, I suppose you would say, of Hollywood actors, of movie stars. And I mean, if you think about it, there's only a few other choices, and so I like that we're broadening our swath of who's a Hollywood player.
I think that's a really good point. And I definitely agree with you in terms of having more authentic representation and diversity in films. Again, you do have to balance commercial interest a little bit. So it seems like this guy's qualified and he has some experience. I think he'll do a great job. Now, there's a little bit of controversy surrounding his casting because he's Egyptian. Some people say like, why didn't you cast somebody Indian? Others are saying, why didn't you cast someone Chinese? Because Aladdin is supposedly Chinese. It's not true.
No.
It's not true. Evidence points to no. So the origin of the story, although not known for sure, I mean, it's a very old story, but it dates back to the 1700s, to the 18th century. A French man, what was his name? Antoine Galard, heard it from a Syrian woman from Aleppo. So it is thought to be of Middle Eastern descent.
I didn't know that history. We do actually have an image of the cast so far. There's 3 cast members, who 2 I haven't mentioned yet. So this is Naomi Scott, who will be playing Jasmine. There's a little bit of controversy around her casting too, because she's half British and half Indian.
So she's the one I think that is causing the most controversy at the moment.
She does look really like the cartoon though. I mean, that's not what matters the most.
Hey, I think it matters a little bit.
And that's Mena. I think he has a good smile for Aladdin.
He's beautiful.
I'm actually not very familiar with his acting, but it's out there, so we could get familiar with what he's doing. And lastly, maybe even more controversial, they didn't cast a blue actor as the genie. Will Smith will be playing the genie. Of course, this role is iconic for being Robin Williams. A lot of people have been complaining, he'll never measure up to Robin Williams, and I don't think that's the point. I think he's going to bring his own spin to the character, and I think
I agree with you.
Genie before Robin Williams was even envisioned as something else. So I think the goal here isn't to try and replicate someone who's inimitable. It's to bring your own flavor to this character and your own spin on this character. Robin Williams was a lot of celebrity impressions. I don't know if Will Smith will do the same. I hope he doesn't, because he has to bring his own.
Will Smith is a larger than life character as it is, right? He plays such a wide range of roles and brings different qualities and personalities to all of the roles that he plays, right? From like a dating consultant to like
Hitch. Welcome to Earth.
To a kid from West Philadelphia.
Men in Black.
Exactly. Aliens.
Some kind of Suicide Squad.
He's done it all. So he has a wide repertoire. I think that he's gonna be fantastic in the role.
Well, he's very charismatic. He has a big voice when he wants to, but he can bring subtlety to, Genie has kind of a sad story himself, so I think he can bring what needs to happen to that role. I'm looking forward to this so far. I really want to withhold judgment until I see everyone in action. I'm not familiar with the 2 leads acting at all. So I need to do a little research before I
Will
figure
you
that
watch
out.
the show? Sorry, not show, the movie?
Oh, of course I will. Of course. Is that a question? Yes, I'm watching it. Yes, for sure. I'm going to watch it. I want to see what happens, what they bring to it. I hope they bring something new to it, because there are some things in the 90s that are maybe outdated at this point, are better told now or better told in a different way. And I would like to see that spin on it. I want to see what Guy Ritchie does with this. I want to see what the actors do with this. And I'm waiting for more casting news. Who's going to be the Sultan? Who's going to be Iago? Is Abu going to be there? There's a lot of questions still unanswered. Audience, are you looking forward to Aladdin, the live action movie, or is this tale done for you? Please let us know below, and please like and subscribe for more.